Today's episode, we're making apple hand pies. Hello, we're peeling an apple. It should be, I'm gonna guess it's pretty obvious. Can I do it in one piece? That's the real question we have here today, ladies and gentlemen. I'm at the halfway mark. I'm feeling the pressure, the heat from the other competitors, and I couldn't do it. Shit, but I did pretty good. So just get all this nonsense off because you don't want these in your pies. All right, so you get this done, right? And then you go like this. And you get a knife. Clear that madness away. And then we're just gonna do this. So we're making little hand pies about this big. And I always say you have to think about the size of what it is you're making to know how big to cut something. If the pie was big, you could have big pieces in, but because it's small, you want little pieces. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make them like this. Okay? So these guys are gonna go in, and because we don't want to brown them, we're gonna put some lemon juice on them. Let me get this one done. And now lemon juice should be pretty obvious. A little squeeze of lemon juice here. Should keep these guys from browning while I do the other one. You probably don't need to see the other one, just know it's gonna happen. Okay. All right, so it's that, okay? Now here's what we're gonna add. Okay, so what we're gonna need 5 spice instead of cinnamon. Just go with me on this. So 5 spice powder is an Asian mix of 5 different spices, is taking the place today of cinnamon. And frankly, it's a whole lot more interesting. And it's not freakish or anything. You have to try it. It'll be very reminiscent of like nutmeggy, cake desserty things at Christmas time for people. Not Jews. We're not really nutmeg people. I suppose we could be, but the 5 spice, that's a really good call. Really good. Sugar was right here. So it looks like that. And a good pinch of salt, because the salts will just give it that really back up. I feel like I got a rush now. Nice, okay. I'm dealing with puff pastry. And puff pastry comes frozen, and when it's defrosts in about 25 minutes, and then it's ready. But if you go too far waiting, which is, this is perfect actually right now, it starts to get gummy and sticks together, and you don't want that. But we're in good shape. We do need something to roll this out with. Do I not have a round bottle? I could just get a rolling pin. That might be the logical thing to do. Oh, I guess I'm using Cholula. So, flour here. Flour here. And we want to make this, because it's fairly thick as it is, so we want to make this a little bit wider to thin it a bit. Then we get a glass. And for our purposes today, we'll get a Sam the Cooking Guy glass that will help us make the perfect. So, 1, 2, 3. We'll get 9. 1, 2, 3. Clearly, I could have gotten a few more out of each if I had really worked at it. So then we go like this. We put some apple stuff in the middle, like that, okay? Bottoms are done. A little caramel. And you know when these things heat up, this is all gonna melt and just make them really nice. The ham pies are kind of a personal thing. I know some people like them bigger. I've always been a fan of a little bit of dessert. I think a couple bites is all you need. Okay. Then a fork. A little fork. A knife. And the tops go on. Like this. All right, done here. Couple slits. What am I doing with that knife? That knife's not gonna work. Almost. You know, when it's hot, it's like the longest, world's longest recipe. It feels like it. We brush them. All right. One last step. All right. 400-degree oven. Max is hot. He doesn't even care about getting close-ups. 400-degree oven, 20 to 25 minutes till they're brown and gorgeous. I'll be taking a shower while they bake. All right, so after 24 minutes, look at these little gems. Hey now, those look great. This one started to get away from me a little bit, but that's what they should look like. Let's put them on something. And a little powdered sugar. And a little bites. Salty, caramely. And by the way, the 5 spice in this, instead of cinnamon, was a great thing to do. A great thing to do. Yeah. Okay. It was hot making those, but they're really damn worth it. Maybe take a little bit more care in crimping the edges so that they come out maybe more like this guy. Instead of, see these guys, that's good. And they start to open a bit. It's still good. They're still good. Honestly, they're really good. So make them for your friends and family. Or put, you don't like caramel, put something else in. You don't like, I don't know, apples, put pears in. Just make them, all right? No, I'm telling you, just make them. Thanks for hanging out with us. Don't make the same thing all the time. See ya.